Daily Astrology Horoscope February 4th, 2025 Planets and Signs. Astrology Forecast for February 4th, 2025. The Moon is in Cancer today, bringing a nurturing and emotionally sensitive energy. Cancer is a sign that connects deeply with home, family, and personal roots. You may find yourself drawn to your family or home today, seeking comfort and emotional security. There may also be a focus on reflecting on your past, whether through family memories or deeper self-reflection. Cancer energy encourages emotional honesty, so this is a good time to check in with how you're feeling. Pay attention to your instincts today as they can guide you toward emotional clarity. However, the Moon in Cancer can sometimes make us more moody or prone to overreacting, so be mindful of your emotional responses and try not to let small things get under your skin. Venus is in Capricorn, continuing to influence your relationships, values, and material concerns. Venus in Capricorn brings a serious, grounded energy to your romantic life and your financial matters. If you're in a relationship, you may feel more committed to building something long-lasting and stable with your partner. Venus in Capricorn also supports making practical decisions around money, investments, and values. Today is a good day for taking a more disciplined approach to your finances or considering long-term goals in love and relationships. You may also feel the urge to invest in your personal growth, whether by acquiring new skills or focusing on your long-term career or relationship goals. Mercury is in Aquarius, encouraging forward-thinking and innovative ideas, especially when it comes to your communication and intellectual pursuits. Aquarius is a sign that values individuality and progress, so today, you may feel more inclined to explore new concepts, think outside the box, or engage with technology and social causes. This influence is excellent for brainstorming new ideas, collaborating with others on creative or intellectual projects, or having discussions that focus on the future. Mercury in Aquarius can also bring flashes of inspiration, so stay open to unconventional ideas and progressive solutions. This energy promotes open-mindedness and intellectual independence, so don't be afraid to follow your unique path of thinking. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of home and family. Mars in Sagittarius brings a bold and adventurous energy to your domestic life. You might feel the urge to take action within your home, whether that's redecorating, tackling projects, or making changes that align with your ideals. You could also feel more independent or restless at home, wanting to explore new ways of living or connecting with your family. While this is an energetic influence, be careful not to act impulsively in your personal relationships or home matters. Mars in Sagittarius urges you to take risks, but it's important to ensure that these actions align with your long-term needs and values. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to support your personal growth, spirituality, and emotional healing. With Jupiter in Pisces, you're in a period of expansion when it comes to your emotional and spiritual life. Your intuition is heightened, and you may feel more compassionate and open to new experiences. This energy supports exploration of creative or spiritual practices that bring you closer to your true self. Jupiter's influence can also increase your sense of optimism and faith, helping you connect more deeply with others on an emotional level. However, be mindful of idealism. Jupiter in Pisces can sometimes lead to overindulgence or unrealistic expectations. While expansion is favored, remember to stay grounded and practical in your approach to growth. Saturn is also in Pisces, continuing to bring a more disciplined and structured energy to your emotional world. While Jupiter is expanding your emotional boundaries, Saturn encourages you to build a strong foundation for your personal and spiritual growth. Saturn's influence may prompt you to take more responsibility for your emotional well-being or to work on setting healthy boundaries in your relationships. This is a good time to develop a disciplined approach to your emotional life, creating routines or practices that support your long-term stability and well-being. Saturn in Pisces asks you to balance your idealism with practicality, focusing on long-term emotional growth and inner strength. Uranus is in Taurus, bringing an element of surprise and innovation to your sector of communication, learning, and intellectual expression. Uranus in Taurus is pushing you to think differently about how you process information, express yourself, and connect with others. Today, you may experience sudden insights or flashes of inspiration that change the way you view a situation or communicate with others. Uranus encourages you to embrace change, so if you feel the need to adapt your communication style or learn something new, now is the time to do so. Be open to unconventional ideas and allow yourself the freedom to experiment with new forms of self-expression. Aries astrology forecast for February 4, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. You may find yourself feeling more introspective or sensitive, and there could be a strong desire to connect with your family or create a sense of emotional security in your home. Your intuition is heightened, and you may feel a need to retreat and recharge in a familiar, comforting space. At the same time, Cancer's influence can make you more protective or sentimental about your loved ones. While it's a good time to focus on emotional matters, be cautious of becoming too reactive or defensive in personal conversations. Venus is in Capricorn, continuing to influence your sector of career, reputation, and long-term goals. Venus in Capricorn brings a serious, practical approach to your professional life and ambitions. You may feel more focused on building stability and security in your career or on enhancing your public image. This energy encourages making long-term investments in your goals, whether through furthering your education, pursuing new career opportunities, or solidifying relationships with key professional figures. Venus in Capricorn can also bring opportunities for recognition, so if you've been working hard on a project, you could receive praise or acknowledgement for your efforts. Mercury is in Aquarius today, activating your sector of friendships, groups, and social causes. Mercury in Aquarius encourages innovative, forward-thinking conversations with friends or within social circles. You may feel more open-minded and intellectually engaged in group discussions or new social experiences. This is an excellent time for collaborating with like-minded people or sharing your ideas about progressive causes. Your mind is likely to be sharp, and you could be attracted to unique or unconventional ideas. However, be mindful of focusing too much on the future and neglecting the present moment. Stay grounded while exploring new ideas or connecting with people who share your values. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of higher learning, travel, and philosophy. Mars in Sagittarius inspires you to take action toward expanding your horizons, whether that's through travel, education, or exploring new belief systems. You may feel a surge of enthusiasm to learn something new, take on an adventure, or broaden your understanding of the world. This energy supports bold, optimistic action, so it's a great time to take risks in areas that require exploration and growth. However, be mindful of acting impulsively or rushing into something without careful consideration. Make sure your actions align with your long-term vision. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to influence your sector of career, reputation, and public image. Jupiter's presence here expands your opportunities for professional growth and recognition. You may find yourself being offered new career prospects or gaining more visibility in your field. This is an excellent time to take risks in your career or push for a higher status or position. Jupiter in Pisces also encourages compassion and a broader, more empathetic approach to your professional life, so if you can, try to incorporate your sense of idealism and creativity into your work. Saturn is also in Pisces, continuing to bring a more disciplined energy to your career and long-term goals. While Jupiter is expanding your professional opportunities, Saturn encourages you to put in the hard work and structure needed to sustain long-term success. You may feel the weight of responsibility as you focus on building a solid foundation for your career. This is a time for serious commitment and for laying the groundwork that will support your ambitions over time. Saturn's influence may prompt you to take on more responsibility, but it's also helping you create lasting stability in your professional life. Uranus is in Taurus, bringing unexpected changes and innovations to your sector of finances and resources. Uranus in Taurus can stir up surprises in your material world, especially when it comes to money or possessions. You may experience sudden insights about your financial situation or feel the need to make changes to how you manage your resources. While these changes can be unsettling, Uranus encourages you to embrace new ideas or unconventional approaches to money. This is a time to let go of outdated financial habits and experiment with fresh strategies for managing your resources. February 4, 2025, brings a mix of emotional depth, professional growth, and intellectual stimulation for you, Aries. The moon in Cancer encourages you to focus on your emotional foundations, home life, and family, urging you to find comfort in familiar surroundings. Venus in Capricorn supports your career and public image, encouraging practical, long-term strategies for success. Mercury in Aquarius stimulates innovative thinking in social settings, making it a great time to engage with others about progressive ideas or causes. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your desire to expand your knowledge and take bold actions in education, travel, or philosophy. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces highlight opportunities for career growth and public recognition, while also urging you to take responsibility for your long-term success. Uranus in Taurus brings unexpected shifts in your finances, urging you to embrace new ways of managing money. Today, focus on balancing your emotional needs with professional ambitions, while staying open to innovative ideas and new opportunities for growth. Taurus Astrology Forecast for February 4, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, highlighting your sector of communication, learning, and intellectual pursuits. This energy encourages emotional connection through conversations, and you may feel more inclined to reach out to others, either to share ideas or seek emotional support. Your thoughts may become more introspective as you reflect on past experiences, and you could find comfort in discussing your feelings or learning something new that resonates with you. This is also a great time to nurture your mind by exploring topics or hobbies that expand your knowledge. However, Cancer's influence may make you feel more sensitive about how others perceive your ideas, so be cautious of being overly defensive in conversations. Venus is in Capricorn, activating your sector of travel, higher learning, and philosophy. Venus in Capricorn brings a grounded, disciplined energy to your approach to education, long-distance travel, and belief systems. You may feel drawn to expand your horizons through more structured learning or planning a trip that aligns with your long-term goals. Venus in this area of your chart encourages you to seek out experiences that not only provide enjoyment but also contribute to your personal growth and wisdom. Relationships with people from different backgrounds or cultures may also become more meaningful during this time, and you may feel a stronger attraction to exploring the world in a way that's both practical and enriching. Mercury is in Aquarius today, activating your sector of career, reputation, and public life. This influence brings a progressive, forward-thinking approach to your professional world, encouraging you to think outside the box and communicate your ideas in innovative ways. You might find yourself seeking unconventional solutions to career challenges or expressing your ideas in a way that attracts attention from authority figures. This is an excellent time to have important conversations about your long-term career goals, pitch new ideas, or make changes that align with your vision for the future. Mercury in Aquarius favors intellectual collaboration, so connecting with like-minded people could be especially rewarding. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. Mars in Sagittarius brings a bold, adventurous energy to matters of finance, shared assets, and emotional connections. You may feel driven to take action in these areas, whether that's tackling debts, seeking out investments, or engaging in deeper emotional or physical connections with others. This is a time when you may feel more courageous in confronting financial or personal challenges. However, be mindful of acting impulsively or taking unnecessary risks, especially when it comes to shared resources. Make sure your actions align with long-term security rather than short-term gratification. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of partnerships and relationships. Jupiter's presence in Pisces promotes growth in your one-on-one connections, whether in love, business, or personal life. You may feel more open to deepening existing relationships or seeking out new connections that help you grow. Jupiter encourages a sense of optimism, idealism, and emotional healing in your partnerships, and it can bring opportunities for you to experience greater understanding and compassion with others. However, with Jupiter's expansive energy, there's also a risk of over-idealizing people or relationships, so be mindful of keeping a realistic perspective. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more structured, disciplined energy to your sector of partnerships. While Jupiter expands and brings growth to your relationships, Saturn urges you to take a more serious approach to your one-on-one connections. You may feel a stronger sense of responsibility or commitment when it comes to your romantic or business partnerships. Saturn here asks you to focus on building lasting, stable connections based on mutual respect and responsibility. This is an excellent time to solidify partnerships that have long-term potential or work on creating more structure in your personal relationships. Uranus is in your sign, Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and innovations to your identity and how you present yourself. Uranus in Taurus shakes things up in your personal life, pushing you to break free from old patterns and embrace new ways of being. Today, you may feel a strong urge to express yourself in a more authentic, unconventional way, or you may encounter sudden changes that force you to adapt. Uranus in Taurus supports reinvention and individuality, so if you're feeling the need to make a bold change, whether in appearance or lifestyle, trust your instincts and embrace the freedom to be yourself. February 4th, 2025, brings a mix of emotional depth, personal growth, and professional opportunities for you, Taurus. The moon in Cancer encourages communication and intellectual exploration, especially within family or close relationships, but be mindful of emotional sensitivities in your conversations. Venus in Capricorn influences your approach to travel, education, and expanding your worldview, pushing you to seek out enriching, practical experiences. Mercury in Aquarius brings innovative thinking to your career and public life, making it a good time to push forward with new ideas or make strategic moves toward your long-term goals. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your sector of shared resources and intimacy, urging you to take action in financial or personal matters, though be cautious of impulsive decisions. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support your growth in partnerships, bringing opportunities for deepening relationships with a sense of responsibility and optimism. Uranus in your sign encourages personal reinvention, making today an excellent time to embrace change and assert your individuality. Today, focus on balancing emotional connections with intellectual growth and taking practical steps toward building stable relationships and financial security. Embrace change and stay open to new opportunities for personal development. Gemini Astrology Forecast for February 4th, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, highlighting your sector of finances, values, and material resources. This energy encourages you to focus on your sense of security, both emotionally and financially. You may feel a deeper desire to nurture and protect what's important to you, especially when it comes to your possessions or your sense of self-worth. The Cancer moon also brings an intuitive approach to how you handle your finances. You might feel more drawn to make investments or decisions that bring emotional security, like spending on home or family matters. However, be mindful of being overly sentimental or cautious when it comes to your financial choices. Balance your intuition with practicality. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. Venus in Capricorn brings a serious and grounded energy to your relationships, particularly those that involve shared assets, money, or emotional bonds. If you're in a close relationship, there may be an increased focus on building financial stability or taking more responsibility within the partnership. Venus here also encourages deepening emotional intimacy through practical means, such as addressing financial matters or discussing long-term goals. This is a time when relationships that are grounded in mutual respect and shared resources can flourish, but be mindful not to let material concerns overshadow emotional connection. Mercury is in Aquarius today, energizing your sector of higher learning, travel, and philosophy. Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to think outside the box and embrace unconventional ideas. Your mind is sharp and open to exploring new ways of thinking, whether through higher education, travel, or expanding your belief systems. You may feel the urge to pursue new knowledge, have intellectually stimulating conversations, or embark on a new adventure. This energy promotes curiosity and broadens your perspective, so if you've been considering a new study or philosophical pursuit, today is a great time to dive in. However, be cautious of being too idealistic or detached from practical matters. Ground your ideas with real-world applicability. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of work, health, and daily routines. Mars in Sagittarius brings a high energy, adventurous vibe to your day-to-day life. You may feel driven to take action toward improving your health, work habits, or routines. This influence supports activities that require energy, physical movement, or learning. You may also feel more motivated to make changes in your daily routine that promote personal growth or greater freedom. This is a good time to take on new projects, focus on fitness goals, or experiment with ways to make your everyday life more exciting and fulfilling. Just be mindful of impatience or rushing through tasks. While you're energized, try to balance that with attention to detail. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of work, service, and health. Jupiter's influence here encourages growth and optimism in your daily life, whether through expanding your skill set, improving your health, or finding new ways to be of service to others. This is a time when you may experience a sense of abundance in your work or health routines. You might find opportunities for growth, whether it's through a new job, a promotion, or by adopting healthier habits that boost your well-being. Jupiter's expansive energy invites you to dream big about your daily life and routines. However, be mindful of overextending yourself or biting off more than you can chew. While growth is favored, balance is key. Saturn is also in Pisces, encouraging a disciplined approach to your work and health. Saturn's influence helps you build a solid foundation for your career, health, or daily routines. While Jupiter expands and brings opportunities, Saturn asks you to put in the hard work and commitment necessary to achieve lasting results. This energy supports creating long-term plans for your health or career and encourages you to focus on consistency and structure. You may feel a sense of responsibility when it comes to your duties or health goals, but this energy will help you make tangible progress if you stay committed and disciplined. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and innovations to your sector of relationships and partnerships. Uranus in Taurus shakes up your one-on-one connections, encouraging you to break free from old patterns in love, business, or personal relationships. Today, you may find that your relationships are evolving or that new opportunities for partnership emerge unexpectedly. This is a time to embrace the freedom to be authentic in your connections and be open to relationships that are unconventional or out of the ordinary. While these changes can be surprising, they are ultimately helping you grow and evolve in the way you relate to others. February 4, 2025, brings a focus on emotional security, personal growth, and transformation for you, Gemini. The moon in Cancer encourages you to reflect on your finances and values, bringing a nurturing energy to your material world. Venus in Capricorn influences your relationships, particularly those involving shared resources or emotional intimacy, encouraging practical, grounded connections. Mercury in Aquarius promotes intellectual curiosity and the exploration of new ideas, especially in areas like higher learning, travel, and philosophy. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your work, health, and daily routines, urging you to take bold action toward personal growth and improvement. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support your growth in work, service, and health, providing opportunities for expansion while encouraging discipline and responsibility. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring unexpected changes and opportunities in your relationships, encouraging you to embrace unconventional connections. Today, focus on nurturing your financial and emotional security while staying open to new ideas and opportunities for growth in your work, health, and relationships. Embrace change in your partnerships and take practical steps toward improving your day-to-day life. Cancer Astrology Forecast for February 4, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, making it a particularly significant time for you, as the moon rules your sign. With the moon in your own sign, you'll likely feel more attuned to your emotions and inner needs. This energy encourages you to nurture yourself and others, particularly through family or home matters. You may feel the urge to seek comfort in familiar environments, or perhaps take a step back to reflect on what truly matters to you emotionally. It's a good day to focus on self-care, introspection, or simply enjoying the comfort of home. However, Cancer energy can also bring mood swings or emotional sensitivity, so be mindful of overreacting or letting your emotions get the better of you. Venus is in Capricorn, activating your sector of partnerships, relationships, and collaborations. Venus in Capricorn brings a more serious and practical energy to your relationships. You may find yourself focusing on building stability and long-term commitment with a partner, whether in love, business, or close personal connections. Venus in this area encourages you to assess the strength and potential of your relationships. If you're in a romantic partnership, there may be discussions about the future and shared responsibilities. This is also a good time to work on improving any partnerships that feel strained, especially if there is a need to establish more structure or balance. Mercury is in Aquarius today, stimulating your sector of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. Mercury in Aquarius brings an intellectually driven approach to your deeper, more personal matters. This is a time when your mind may focus on subjects like joint finances, emotional connections, or transformative experiences. Conversations may be more open-minded, unconventional, or focused on new ways of sharing or merging resources with others. You could feel inspired to engage in a deep, intellectually stimulating conversation about intimacy, shared goals, or future plans with a close partner. Your ideas may be more progressive and forward-thinking, and there's potential to change the way you think about your personal connections. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of creativity, self-expression, and romance. Mars in Sagittarius brings a bold, adventurous energy to your creative pursuits, hobbies, and romantic life. You may feel more inspired to express yourself freely, take creative risks, or explore new forms of self-expression. This is a great time to pursue activities that bring you joy, whether that's through art, music, or simply spending time with loved ones. Mars in Sagittarius also encourages a playful, spontaneous approach to romance, making it a good time to seek out fun, adventurous experiences with a partner. However, be mindful of impatience or a tendency to act too impulsively when it comes to matters of the heart. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Jupiter's influence here supports growth in your personal life, particularly in relation to your home and family dynamics. You may feel more optimistic about your living situation or family relationships, with opportunities for expansion or improvement in these areas. Jupiter encourages you to nurture your emotional well-being, whether that's by improving your home environment, spending more time with family, or creating a sense of emotional security in your life. However, with Jupiter's expansive energy, there may be a tendency to overindulge in emotional matters or take on too much responsibility, so be mindful of finding balance. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined, structured energy to your home life. While Jupiter expands and encourages growth, Saturn asks you to create a solid foundation for your emotional well-being. You may feel the weight of responsibility in your home or family matters, and there could be a sense of needing to take on more authority or responsibility within your personal life. Saturn in Pisces encourages you to build a sense of emotional stability that will last long-term, whether that means making practical changes in your home, working on family dynamics, or finding new ways to support yourself emotionally. This is a time for serious commitment to your personal life and emotional growth. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and innovations to your sector of work, health, and daily routines. Uranus in Taurus encourages you to break free from old patterns in your everyday life and try new ways of working, staying healthy, or managing your daily routines. Today, you may feel an urge to change your approach to your job, your health, or the way you manage your time. While these changes can be surprising, they're ultimately helping you create a more authentic and fulfilling daily routine. Be open to new technologies or unconventional methods that improve your work or health. February 4th, 2025, is a day filled with emotional insight, relationship focus, and personal growth for you, Cancer. The moon in your sign encourages you to reflect on your feelings and focus on nurturing your emotional security. It's a good day for self-care, spending time with family, or creating a sense of comfort and peace in your home. Venus in Capricorn highlights your relationships, encouraging you to take a practical, grounded approach to love and partnerships, with an emphasis on stability and long-term goals. Mercury in Aquarius stimulates deep, progressive thinking around shared resources and intimacy, bringing intellectual energy to your personal connections. Mars in Sagittarius brings a bold and adventurous energy to your creativity and romance, making it a great time to embrace joy and express yourself freely. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support growth and structure in your home life, urging you to build long-lasting emotional security while expanding your personal foundation. Uranus in Taurus brings unexpected changes to your work and daily routines, pushing you to embrace new ways of handling your responsibilities. Today, focus on creating emotional security in your home and relationships while embracing opportunities for growth in your personal life. Stay open to change and be proactive about making practical, long-term improvements to your emotional well-being and daily routine. Leo Astrology Forecast for February 4th, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of communication, learning, and social connections. With the moon in Cancer, you may find yourself feeling more emotionally connected to your immediate environment, whether that's your neighborhood, your family, or your friends. You might feel an urge to share your feelings, engage in meaningful conversations, or reconnect with people who are close to you. Your intuition is heightened today, and you could find comfort in learning something new or having a heart-to-heart discussion. It's a good time to express your thoughts and emotions, but be mindful of your tendency to be overly sensitive or defensive in your interactions. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of work, health, and daily routines. Venus in Capricorn brings a serious and disciplined energy to your approach to your career, health, and day-to-day tasks. You may feel a strong desire to make improvements in these areas of your life, seeking more balance and stability. Venus here encourages you to focus on practical, long-term goals related to your work, health, or routines. If you've been considering making changes to your lifestyle or work habits, now is the time to take action. Venus also brings opportunities for harmony in the workplace or with co-workers, so it's a great time to strengthen professional relationships or beautify your work environment. Mercury is in Aquarius today, activating your sector of partnerships and one-on-one relationships. Mercury in Aquarius promotes intellectual and forward-thinking conversations in your personal and professional partnerships. You may feel a desire to discuss innovative ideas, or approach relationships from a more unconventional angle. This is a great time for collaborating with others on progressive projects or discussing plans for the future. Your communication in relationships is likely to be more open-minded and detached, which can help you see things from a different perspective. However, be cautious of coming across as too aloof or detached when it comes to emotional matters. Strive for balance between intellect and emotional connection. Mars is in Sagittarius, energizing your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Mars in Sagittarius brings a dynamic, adventurous energy to your home life and family matters. You may feel driven to make changes in your living situation, redecorate your home, or take action to create a more fulfilling environment. This is a good time to focus on expanding your family life or pursuing personal goals that provide emotional security. At the same time, Mars in this area may spark a need for freedom within your home, making you want to break away from routine or try new things that bring excitement. Be mindful of potential conflicts with family members, as Mars can sometimes bring impulsive energy that may lead to misunderstandings or disputes. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of communication, learning, and intellectual pursuits. Jupiter's influence here encourages you to explore new ideas, expand your knowledge, and take risks when it comes to communication or learning. You may feel an urge to travel, study, or seek out new forms of self-expression. Jupiter brings opportunities for growth in areas related to writing, teaching, or sharing your ideas with others. There may be a sense of optimism or expansion in your local community, and you might find yourself connecting with others who share your intellectual interests or adventurous spirit. However, be cautious of overcommitting or spreading yourself too thin, as Jupiter's expansive energy can sometimes lead to taking on more than you can handle. Saturn is also in Pisces, encouraging a more disciplined approach to your intellectual pursuits and communication. While Jupiter expands your opportunities, Saturn in this area calls for structure and responsibility in your thinking and communication. You may feel a stronger sense of duty to share your knowledge, but Saturn also reminds you to stay grounded and realistic in your approach. This influence encourages you to take a more serious approach to your learning or communication goals, whether through formal education or by honing your skills through practice. If you've been working on a writing project or a speaking engagement, this is a time when your efforts could start to show tangible results. Uranus is in Taurus, bringing unexpected changes to your sector of creativity, self-expression, and romance. Uranus continues to shake up your approach to creativity, love, and self-expression, pushing you to break free from old patterns and embrace new ways of having fun or expressing yourself. Today, you may feel a strong urge to explore new creative outlets, experiment with different styles, or engage in more spontaneous romantic adventures. Uranus encourages you to embrace authenticity and individuality, so don't be afraid to take risks in love or creativity. The changes happening in this area of your life may feel unsettling at times, but they're ultimately pushing you toward greater freedom and self-discovery. February 4, 2025, brings a focus on communication, relationships, and personal growth for you, Leo. The moon in Cancer encourages you to connect emotionally with those around you, while also nurturing your intellectual curiosity and desire to learn. Venus in Capricorn influences your approach to work, health, and daily routines, urging you to take practical steps toward creating balance and stability in your life. Mercury in Aquarius stimulates progressive and intellectual conversations in your relationships, encouraging you to collaborate with others on forward-thinking ideas. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your home and family life, inspiring action toward creating a more fulfilling living environment, but be mindful of potential conflicts. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support your growth in communication, learning, and local connections, with opportunities for expansion and structure in these areas. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring exciting changes to your creative life, encouraging you to embrace new ways of expressing yourself and taking risks in romance. Today, focus on connecting with others through meaningful conversations and expanding your knowledge, while also taking practical steps toward improving your routines and work life. Embrace creativity and freedom in your self-expression, and be open to the changes happening in your personal and professional world. Virgo Astrology Forecast for February 4, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. This energy brings a focus on your emotional well-being and your need for comfort, stability, and security. You may feel more connected to your home environment or family today, and there could be a strong desire to nurture your personal life. It's a good time to focus on creating a peaceful and supportive atmosphere at home or spend quality time with loved ones. You might also feel a pull to reflect on your deeper emotional needs and how they connect to your sense of security. While Cancer's influence brings emotional depth, be mindful of becoming overly sentimental or retreating too much into your shell when it comes to handling your feelings. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of creativity, self-expression, and romance. Venus in Capricorn brings a grounded, practical energy to your creative pursuits and romantic life. You may find yourself focusing on long-term goals related to self-expression, whether that's working on a personal project, developing a talent, or deepening a romantic relationship. Venus encourages you to take a serious, responsible approach to matters of the heart and creativity. If you're in a relationship, there may be discussions about your shared future or goals. This is a time when relationships built on mutual respect and practical values are likely to thrive, but remember to avoid being overly focused on perfection or material concerns in matters of love and creativity. Mercury is in Aquarius today, energizing your sector of work, health, and daily routines. Mercury in Aquarius brings a fresh, progressive energy to your work life, routines, and health matters. You may find yourself seeking new ways to improve your daily tasks, find innovative solutions to work challenges, or experiment with different approaches to maintaining your health. This is an excellent time to engage in problem solving, especially if you've been feeling stuck in your current routine. Mercury here also favors intellectual conversations or collaborations with co-workers, particularly those that involve new technologies, forward-thinking ideas, or unusual approaches to work. If you've been considering making changes in your daily habits, now is the time to explore new methods or systems that better serve you. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of communication, learning, and social connections. Mars in Sagittarius brings a fiery, energetic approach to your interactions with others, your learning pursuits, and your overall communication style. You may feel driven to express yourself more boldly, whether that's in conversation, writing, or teaching. This is an excellent time to tackle any communication challenges or to initiate discussions around subjects that are intellectually stimulating or adventurous. You may feel more enthusiastic about learning new things or sharing your knowledge with others. However, be mindful of coming on too strong or rushing through conversations, as this can lead to misunderstandings or conflicts with others. Make sure to balance your enthusiasm with patience and understanding. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of finances, values, and material resources. Jupiter's influence here encourages growth and optimism in areas related to money, possessions, and your sense of self-worth. You may find opportunities to improve your financial situation, whether through new sources of income, investments, or simply by aligning your values with your material goals. This is a time for expanding your resources and focusing on what truly brings you satisfaction and stability. Jupiter can also encourage you to take a more expansive approach to your personal values, so be mindful of not overindulging or becoming too attached to material possessions. Use this energy to focus on building long-term financial security. Saturn is also in Pisces, encouraging a more disciplined approach to your finances and resources. While Jupiter brings opportunities for expansion, Saturn in this area reminds you to take a serious and responsible approach to your material world. You may feel a stronger sense of duty when it comes to managing your finances, possessions, or sense of self-worth. This influence encourages you to be more practical and realistic about your financial goals, and to build a solid foundation for the future. If you've been avoiding making decisions about your finances or values, Saturn's energy will help you take the necessary steps toward greater stability and security. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes to your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Uranus in Taurus pushes you to break free from old patterns in your domestic life and how you handle your emotions. Today, you may feel a sudden urge to change something in your home or family life, whether that's redecorating, relocating, or taking a new approach to emotional connections with loved ones. Uranus can bring surprising events or realizations that shake up your sense of security, but ultimately, These changes are meant to push you toward greater freedom and authenticity in your emotional world. Embrace the unexpected and be open to the shifts happening in your home or family environment. February 4th, 2025, brings a focus on emotional security, creativity, and financial growth for you, Virgo. The moon in Cancer highlights your need for emotional comfort and connection to home and family, encouraging you to nurture your personal space and relationships. Venus in Capricorn influences your creative pursuits and romantic life, urging you to approach matters of the heart with a practical, long-term outlook. Mercury in Aquarius energizes your work, health, and daily routines, encouraging you to explore new, innovative approaches to your everyday life. Mars in Sagittarius brings enthusiasm to your communication, learning, and social connections, inspiring bold self-expression and intellectual exploration. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support growth and discipline in your finances and material world, offering opportunities for expansion while encouraging you to build a solid foundation for the future. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring change and innovation to your home life, pushing you toward greater authenticity in your emotional world. Today, focus on balancing your financial goals with your emotional needs, and be open to exploring new ways to improve your routines and communication. Embrace creativity, take practical steps toward securing your financial future, and welcome the unexpected changes that arise in your home or family life. Libra Astrology Forecast for February 4th, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of personal values, self-worth, and material resources. The Cancer moon encourages you to reflect on what truly makes you feel secure, both emotionally and financially. You might feel a deeper connection to your sense of self-worth and your possessions today, and may be inclined to focus on securing what you have or nurturing the things that bring you comfort. This is a good time to consider your long-term financial goals and how you align your values with your material world. However, be cautious of becoming overly sentimental or possessive about your belongings. Take time to appreciate what you have, but also keep a balanced perspective on your relationship to material things. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical, responsible energy to your home life and family dynamics. You may feel a stronger desire to establish more structure, stability, or beauty in your living environment. Venus encourages you to create harmony at home, whether through redecorating, improving relationships with family members, or simply creating a more peaceful atmosphere in your personal space. There may also be an increased focus on building lasting emotional bonds within your family or close personal relationships. This is a time for making your home a sanctuary and focusing on long-term emotional security. Mercury is in Aquarius today, energizing your sector of creativity, self-expression, and romance. Mercury in Aquarius brings a forward-thinking, intellectual approach to your creative pursuits and romantic life. Your mind is likely to be more open to innovative ideas and unconventional approaches to expressing yourself, whether through art, hobbies, or love. If you've been working on a creative project or exploring a new form of self-expression, this is a good time to make progress or find new inspiration. In romance, you may find yourself attracted to unique or unconventional relationships, and communication with a partner could take on a more intellectual or progressive tone. Be open to exploring new ideas and ways of connecting with others, but avoid being too detached or impersonal when it comes to your emotions. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Mars in Sagittarius brings a bold, adventurous energy to your personal life, especially in matters related to your home and family. You may feel motivated to take action to improve your living situation, whether that's through redecorating, moving, or addressing family matters. Mars encourages you to take a more dynamic approach to your home life and emotional needs, pushing you to create an environment that feels free, expansive, and full of possibility. However, be cautious of being overly impulsive or forceful in your approach to family matters, as this could lead to tension or conflicts. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of self-expression, creativity, and romance. Jupiter's influence here brings opportunities for growth and expansion in your creative endeavors and romantic life. You may feel a strong urge to explore new ways of expressing yourself, whether through art, writing, or performing. Jupiter encourages you to take risks and embrace the potential for joy and abundance in your personal creativity and love life. You may also feel more optimistic and generous in your relationships, particularly with those who share your passions or creative pursuits. While expansion is favored, be mindful of overindulgence or becoming too idealistic in your creative or romantic endeavors. Saturn is also in Pisces, encouraging a more disciplined, structured approach to your creative projects and romantic relationships. Saturn in this area reminds you to take your creative goals seriously and to work toward building something lasting in your personal life. You may feel the need to focus on long-term commitments in your romantic relationships, or to take a more responsible approach to your creative ambitions. Saturn's influence brings the potential for hard work and dedication to your passions, but it also asks you to put in the effort to make your dreams a reality. If you're feeling the weight of responsibility in your love life or creative pursuits, know that your hard work now will pay off in the future. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and innovations to your sector of communication, learning, and local environment. Uranus in Taurus shakes up your approach to communication, learning, and how you engage with your immediate surroundings. You may experience sudden insights, conversations, or events that challenge your usual way of thinking or communicating. There could be an unexpected shift in how you interact with your local community or how you express yourself in everyday situations. While these changes may feel unsettling at times, they ultimately push you toward greater freedom and authenticity in your communication and thinking. Be open to new ideas and embrace the opportunities that come with change. February 4, 2025, brings a focus on your personal values, creativity, and home life. The moon in Cancer highlights your sense of self-worth and emotional security, encouraging you to reflect on your material resources and what makes you feel secure. Venus in Capricorn brings a grounded, responsible energy to your home and family, urging you to create stability and harmony in your personal space. Mercury in Aquarius stimulates intellectual creativity and progressive thinking in your self-expression and romantic life, encouraging you to explore unconventional ideas. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your home and family life, pushing you to take bold action to improve your living situation and emotional well-being. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support growth and discipline in your creative and romantic pursuits, bringing opportunities for expansion while encouraging you to stay committed to long-term goals. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring unexpected changes to your communication and local environment, urging you to embrace new ways of thinking and interacting. Today, focus on nurturing your emotional and financial security, while also embracing creative self-expression and love. Take practical steps toward creating a stable home environment, and be open to new ideas and changes that come your way in your communication and personal connections. Scorpio Astrology Forecast for February 4, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of communication, learning, and social connections. The Cancer moon encourages you to focus on expressing your emotions and connecting with others on a deeper, more personal level. You may find yourself drawn to conversations that are heartfelt and emotionally supportive. This is a good time to reach out to close friends or family members, especially if you've been holding back your feelings. Your intuition is heightened, and you might be more sensitive to the emotional undercurrents in your conversations and interactions. While this energy promotes emotional bonding, it's important to watch for mood swings or becoming overly absorbed in your emotions. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of self-expression, creativity, and romance. Venus in Capricorn brings a grounded, disciplined energy to your creative projects and romantic life. You may feel more serious or committed to your creative pursuits, focusing on building something long-lasting or tangible. If you're in a romantic relationship, Venus encourages you to approach love with practicality and a sense of responsibility. You may find yourself considering the future of your romantic connections and wanting to create a solid foundation for long-term growth. If you're single, this energy may inspire you to seek a partner who shares your values and vision for the future. Mercury is in Aquarius today, energizing your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Mercury in Aquarius brings a fresh, intellectual approach to matters related to your home life and family dynamics. You may feel the urge to have more open-minded, innovative conversations with family members or take a more unconventional approach to your living situation. This is a good time to think outside the box when it comes to your home or family life. You may find yourself considering new ways of living or new technologies that could improve your living environment. If you've been thinking about changes in your home, this could be an excellent time to explore new ideas or solutions. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of personal values, self-worth, and material resources. Mars in Sagittarius brings a bold, adventurous energy to your financial and material world. You may feel more driven to pursue your financial goals, take risks with your investments, or find new ways to increase your income. This is a time for taking action in your material world, but be cautious of impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to money. You may feel a strong urge to spend on things that bring you joy or enhance your lifestyle, but try to balance your desire for adventure with practical financial planning. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Jupiter's expansive energy here brings opportunities for growth and improvement in your domestic life. You may find yourself feeling more optimistic about your living situation, family dynamics, or emotional security. There could be an opportunity to move to a new home or make significant improvements to your current living environment. Jupiter encourages you to nurture your emotional well-being and build a strong, supportive foundation for your personal life. However, be mindful of overextending yourself, especially when it comes to taking on too many responsibilities at home or within your family. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined and structured approach to your emotional foundations and home life. While Jupiter brings opportunities for growth and expansion, Saturn encourages you to take responsibility for creating stability and security in your personal world. This may be a time when you're called to step up and take a more serious approach to family matters or home-related projects. Saturn's energy can feel heavy at times, but it encourages long-term planning and a commitment to building a solid foundation for the future. If you've been neglecting your emotional needs or your home life, now is the time to address these areas with a sense of responsibility and purpose. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and innovations to your sector of communication, learning, and local environment. Uranus in Taurus shakes up your approach to communication, technology, and how you engage with your immediate surroundings. You may experience sudden insights, unexpected conversations, or changes in your daily interactions. These shifts are pushing you toward more authentic, open-minded ways of connecting with others. If you've been stuck in old patterns of thinking or communicating, Uranus is encouraging you to break free and embrace new, unconventional ideas. While these changes may feel jarring at times, they ultimately lead to greater freedom and personal growth. February 4, 2025, brings a focus on communication, creativity, and home life for you, Scorpio. The moon in Cancer highlights emotional expression and connections with others, encouraging you to engage in meaningful conversations with loved ones and reflect on your emotional needs. Venus in Capricorn influences your creative projects and romantic relationships, bringing a grounded, practical energy that favors long-term commitments and serious pursuits. Mercury in Aquarius energizes your home life, encouraging you to think outside the box and explore new ideas for your living situation or family dynamics. Mars in Sagittarius pushes you to take action in your financial world, but be cautious of impulsive decisions when it comes to money. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support growth and structure in your emotional foundations, urging you to focus on long-term security at home and within your family. Uranus in Taurus brings unexpected changes to your communication and daily interactions, encouraging you to embrace new, innovative ways of connecting with others. Today, focus on balancing your emotional and financial needs, while also taking action toward creating a more secure, stable home environment. Be open to new ideas in your communication and home life, and embrace any changes that come your way. Sagittarius Astrology Forecast for February 4, 2025. The Moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of personal identity and self-expression. With the Moon in Cancer, you may find yourself in touch with your deeper emotional needs, and your sense of security could be tied to how well you're able to express your feelings and stand firm in who you are. This influence encourages you to nurture your individuality, which may manifest in an increased focus on self-care or spending time reflecting on your emotional needs. You may feel more protective of your personal space today, and there may be an urge to retreat to a safe, familiar environment where you can recharge emotionally. It's a good day to check in with your inner world and make sure your emotional foundation is solid. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of communication, learning, and social interactions. Venus here brings a balanced, harmonious energy to your interactions, but with a practical, serious undertone. You might find yourself more focused on meaningful, long-term conversations, especially in matters related to education, intellectual pursuits, or relationships with siblings and close friends. There's a desire for stability in your communications, and you may be drawn to engaging in more thoughtful, grounded exchanges with others. If you've been considering taking a class or pursuing further education, Venus in Capricorn is encouraging you to take a responsible, disciplined approach to your learning. Romance may also take on a more serious tone, and you could feel drawn to more mature, grounded connections. Mercury is in Aquarius today, energizing your sector of finances, values, and material resources. Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to think outside the box when it comes to your financial situation and the way you approach your material world. You may find that innovative ideas, new technologies, or unconventional approaches to earning or managing money come to the forefront. It's a good time to look for ways to diversify your income or find creative solutions to any financial challenges you may be facing. Your values may also undergo a shift as you start thinking more progressively about what truly matters to you. This influence favors brainstorming sessions about how to achieve long-term financial goals, but be cautious of rushing into ideas without fully considering the long-term impact. Mars is in Sagittarius today, activating your sector of personal identity and self-expression. With Mars in your sign, you're likely feeling energized, assertive, and ready to take action. This is a powerful influence that boosts your confidence and motivation to pursue your personal goals. You may feel an increased desire to step into the spotlight or take charge of situations that require leadership. It's a great day to pursue projects or ideas that reflect your authentic self. However, Mars can sometimes make you a little too impulsive, so it's important to channel this energy into constructive outlets and avoid coming off as overly aggressive or self-centered. You're likely to feel more dynamic and driven today, so use this energy wisely to make progress on your personal goals. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of communication, learning, and social connections. Jupiter's influence here encourages you to explore new ideas, expand your mind, and take risks with your communication. You might feel more optimistic and curious about learning new things or engaging in thought-provoking discussions. Your relationships with siblings, neighbors, or close friends may expand in ways that feel exciting and fulfilling. There may also be an opportunity to travel or broaden your horizons through new intellectual or social experiences. Jupiter encourages you to embrace growth in your communication and learning, but be mindful not to overextend yourself or take on too many commitments at once. Saturn is also in Pisces, offering a more disciplined approach to your learning, communication, and connections. While Jupiter brings expansion, Saturn asks you to focus on building a solid foundation for your ideas and relationships. You may feel a greater sense of responsibility when it comes to how you communicate with others or how you pursue your intellectual goals. Saturn's influence encourages you to take your learning seriously and to work hard toward achieving your long-term goals. If you've been putting off studying or learning new skills, today's energy encourages you to get more serious about your ambitions. There may be a sense of duty to help or mentor others in your community, and this could be a time when your efforts in these areas lead to tangible results. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes and innovations to your sector of personal values, self-worth, and material resources. Uranus shakes up your approach to finances and what you value, pushing you to embrace new and unconventional ways of making money or handling your possessions. There may be sudden changes or breakthroughs in your financial situation, or you could be introduced to new ways of thinking about your values and what truly brings you a sense of fulfillment. These changes can feel destabilizing at first, but they are ultimately pushing you to embrace a more authentic, innovative approach to your material world. February 4, 2025, brings a focus on self-expression, communication, and personal values for you, Sagittarius. The moon in Cancer encourages you to connect with your emotional needs and nurture your sense of security through personal reflection and self-care. Venus in Capricorn brings a more grounded, practical energy to your communications, learning, and social interactions, urging you to take a serious approach to relationships and intellectual pursuits. Mercury in Aquarius stimulates creative, progressive ideas related to finances and material resources, pushing you to think outside the box when it comes to your financial goals. Mars in your sign gives you a surge of energy and motivation to pursue personal goals and take action on what matters to you. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces encourage growth in communication, learning, and social connections, while also providing structure and discipline in these areas. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring unexpected changes to your financial and value systems, challenging you to embrace a more innovative approach to money and possessions. Today, focus on embracing your confidence and creativity, while also taking practical steps toward expanding your financial and intellectual horizons. Be open to change, especially in your approach to communication and finances, and use the energy of the day to take bold steps toward your personal goals. Capricorn Astrology Forecast for February 4, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of hidden matters, subconscious, and spirituality. With the moon in Cancer, you may find yourself more in tune with your inner emotional world. There could be a pull to reflect on past experiences, uncover hidden feelings, or engage in introspection. This is an excellent time to focus on emotional healing and understanding the deeper motivations behind your actions and reactions. You might feel more sensitive than usual, and your intuition could be heightened. While you're naturally practical and grounded, today encourages you to slow down and listen to your emotional needs. Meditation, journaling, or simply giving yourself time to rest could be beneficial. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of personal identity and self-expression. With Venus in your sign, there's a strong focus on how you present yourself to the world, and you may be more concerned with projecting an image that aligns with your values and ambitions. Venus in Capricorn brings a refined, serious energy to your personal expression, and you may feel more attractive or magnetic in a subtle, composed way. If you've been thinking about improving your image or investing in self-care, today is an ideal day to do so. You might also feel more drawn to relationships that have long-term potential or seek partnerships based on shared goals and values. Venus in Capricorn highlights your ability to attract people who respect your work ethic and sense of responsibility. Mercury is in Aquarius today, activating your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Mercury in Aquarius encourages you to think outside the box when it comes to your home and family life. This could be a time when new ideas or perspectives on your living situation arise, or you may feel an urge to make changes in your home that reflect your evolving ideas or ideals. You might also have more open-minded, intellectual conversations with family members today, or find yourself questioning traditional family dynamics. If you've been thinking about making a move or restructuring your home environment, today may present new insights or opportunities. While it's a time for fresh thinking, make sure to balance your innovative ideas with practicality. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of communication, learning, and social interactions. Mars in Sagittarius encourages you to be bold and enthusiastic in your communication today. You may feel more motivated to speak your mind, take the lead in discussions, or pursue new learning opportunities. This is a great time to explore new ideas or take on challenges related to communication, writing, or studying. You may feel more energized when it comes to sharing knowledge, teaching, or having intellectually stimulating conversations with others. Just be mindful not to be too forceful in your delivery, as Mars energy can sometimes come off as overly assertive. A balanced approach is key to making the most of this influence. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of personal identity, self-expression, and creativity. Jupiter's energy here encourages you to embrace the full range of your creative potential. You may feel a burst of inspiration and a desire to explore new creative projects, hobbies, or ways of expressing yourself. There's an opportunity for growth in your personal life and in your self-image, particularly when you allow your authentic self to shine through. If you've been working on a creative project, this is a time to expand and take it to the next level. However, Jupiter's expansive energy can sometimes encourage overindulgence, so be mindful of balancing ambition with practical action. Saturn is also in Pisces, bringing a more disciplined and responsible energy to your self-expression and personal identity. While Jupiter encourages expansion, Saturn asks you to stay grounded and focused on long-term goals when it comes to creativity and self-expression. You may feel a sense of responsibility to cultivate a more mature, refined image or to take your creative pursuits more seriously. If you've been procrastinating or not fully committing to your creative or personal ambitions, today's energy may push you to take a more serious approach. This is an ideal time to structure and organize your creative projects or to think about how your personal image can align with your long-term aspirations. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes to your sector of personal values, money, and material resources. Uranus' influence in Taurus is helping you rethink how you approach money and possessions, urging you to break free from traditional or limiting financial patterns. There could be sudden shifts in your income, or you might discover unconventional ways to increase your wealth. This influence is pushing you to adopt a more progressive approach to your finances, especially when it comes to balancing security with the need for freedom and innovation. You may feel a strong desire to invest in things that align with your values or that offer a sense of personal freedom. However, be cautious of making impulsive financial decisions. February 4, 2025, brings a focus on self-expression, creativity, and home life for you, Capricorn. The moon in Cancer encourages emotional reflection and introspection, providing an opportunity for healing and deeper emotional understanding. Venus in Capricorn highlights your personal identity, enhancing your ability to present yourself in a refined and responsible way, while also drawing attention to relationships based on shared values. Mercury in Aquarius brings a fresh, innovative energy to your home and family life, urging you to think outside the box and explore new ways of approaching domestic matters. Mars in Sagittarius energizes your communication, learning, and social interactions, motivating you to take bold action in these areas. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support both creative expansion and responsible self-expression, helping you grow in your personal and creative pursuits. Uranus in Taurus continues to shake up your approach to finances, pushing you to explore new and unconventional ways of handling your material resources. Today, focus on balancing your emotional and practical needs, particularly in your home and self-expression. Embrace new ideas and ways of thinking, and channel your energy into pursuing both your creative and financial goals in a responsible yet expansive way. Aquarius Astrology Forecast for February 4, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of social circles, friendships, and long-term goals. With the moon in Cancer, you may feel more emotionally connected to your community and the people you surround yourself with. There could be a strong desire to nurture your friendships and participate in activities that give you a sense of belonging. You may feel a pull toward focusing on your hopes, dreams, and the direction you want your future to take. It's a good time to reflect on how your emotional well-being aligns with your long-term aspirations. Connecting with like-minded individuals or engaging in group activities could provide you with emotional support and a sense of security today. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of finances, values, and material resources. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical, grounded energy to your approach to money and possessions. You may feel more focused on your financial security, and this is a good time to take a serious look at your material resources. There could be a desire to invest in things that provide long-term value, such as property, savings, or other stable financial ventures. Venus in Capricorn encourages you to take a responsible approach to managing your resources, especially when it comes to aligning your values with your spending habits. Relationships related to money or possessions may also take on a more serious tone, and you may feel a need for financial stability in your relationships. Mercury is in Aquarius today, energizing your sector of personal identity and self-expression. Mercury in your sign encourages you to communicate your ideas clearly and assertively. Your mind is sharp, and your intellectual energy is heightened, making it a great time for expressing your unique thoughts and insights. You may feel more compelled to speak your truth, whether that's in your personal relationships, career, or social circles. This is a period where your ideas and perspectives are likely to be more original and forward-thinking, and you could be more receptive to unconventional or progressive ways of thinking. Be open to new ideas, as they may lead you to exciting opportunities for personal growth and self-expression. Mars is in Sagittarius, activating your sector of personal values, self-worth, and material resources. Mars in Sagittarius brings a dynamic and adventurous energy to your financial world and how you approach your possessions. You may feel more motivated to pursue financial opportunities, take risks with your investments, or look for new ways to earn money. Mars encourages you to take action in your material world, but be cautious of impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to your spending habits. Your values may also shift, and you could feel a greater desire for freedom and flexibility when it comes to how you manage your resources. This is a time to strike a balance between pursuing opportunities and staying grounded in your long-term financial goals. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of home, family, and emotional foundations. Jupiter's influence here brings opportunities for growth and expansion in your domestic life and emotional well-being. You may feel more optimistic about your home life, and there could be a desire to create a nurturing, supportive environment for yourself and your loved ones. If you've been considering making changes to your living situation or strengthening your emotional foundations, this is a favorable time to take those steps. Jupiter encourages you to nurture your sense of belonging and emotional security, but be mindful not to overextend yourself in trying to make everyone happy or take on too many responsibilities at home. Saturn is also in Pisces, offering a more disciplined and structured approach to your home, family, and emotional world. Saturn in this area helps you build a solid foundation for your emotional well-being and domestic life. While Jupiter brings expansion, Saturn encourages you to take a serious, responsible approach to matters related to your home and family. You may feel a stronger sense of duty when it comes to your family or your living situation, and it's an ideal time to focus on long-term stability and security in these areas. If you've been neglecting your emotional needs or your home life, Saturn's influence may push you to take a more mature and grounded approach to these matters. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes to your sector of communication, learning, and local environment. Uranus' influence here encourages you to embrace new, unconventional ways of thinking and communicating. There could be sudden breakthroughs in how you approach learning, technology, or even how you engage with your local community. You may find that your everyday interactions are shifting, pushing you to think and communicate in more progressive ways. This influence can feel destabilizing at times, but it's ultimately helping you break free from outdated thought patterns and embrace more innovative ways of connecting with others. February 4th, 2025, brings a focus on social connections, finances, and self-expression for you, Aquarius. The moon in Cancer highlights your emotional connection to your social circles and long-term goals, encouraging you to reflect on how your emotional needs align with your future aspirations. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical, responsible energy to your financial world, urging you to take a grounded approach to managing your material resources and building stability in your relationships. Mercury in Aquarius energizes your personal identity and self-expression, encouraging you to communicate your ideas with clarity and originality. Mars in Sagittarius boosts your motivation to take action toward your financial goals, but be mindful of impulsiveness when it comes to spending. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support growth and discipline in your home and emotional life, urging you to nurture a solid, secure foundation. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring unexpected changes to your communication and learning, pushing you to embrace new and innovative ways of thinking. Today, focus on balancing your emotional needs with your long-term goals, especially when it comes to your social connections and financial stability. Use your sharp mind and progressive ideas to take steps toward personal growth and financial success. Be open to changes in your communication and learning, and remember to stay grounded as you work toward creating a secure, nurturing home environment. Pisces Astrology Forecast for February 4th, 2025. The moon is in Cancer today, activating your sector of career, reputation, and public life. With the moon in Cancer, you may feel more emotionally invested in your professional aspirations and the way you are perceived in the world. There could be a strong desire to focus on your goals, both personal and professional, and to nurture your public image. This is a time when you may feel compelled to balance your emotional needs with your ambitions. You may feel a pull to seek recognition for your efforts or find ways to make your work more meaningful. Your intuition is heightened, and you could receive emotional support or insights through interactions with authority figures or mentors. It's a good time to think about how you want to present yourself in the world and to take action toward your long-term goals. Venus is in Capricorn, influencing your sector of personal values, finances, and material resources. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical, grounded energy to how you approach money and possessions. You may feel more focused on building financial stability, especially in the context of your long-term values and security. There's a desire to make wise, responsible choices when it comes to spending, saving, or investing. This is a good time to reflect on what truly matters to you and how your material resources align with those values. In relationships, Venus in Capricorn encourages you to seek out connections that are stable, dependable, and built on mutual respect. You may be drawn to people who have a strong sense of responsibility and a practical outlook on life. Mercury is in Aquarius today, energizing your sector of communication, learning, and social interactions. Mercury in Aquarius promotes innovative, forward-thinking communication and intellectual exploration. Your mind is sharp, and you're likely to find excitement in engaging with new ideas, technology, and unconventional forms of learning. You may feel inspired to reach out to friends or colleagues with fresh ideas, or you might take on a project that challenges the way you think about the world. This is a great time to embrace new ways of connecting with others, whether that's through technology, social media, or intellectual conversations. You may also feel more curious about your local environment or about learning something new, and today is an ideal time to pursue that curiosity. Mars is in Sagittarius, influencing your sector of hidden matters, subconscious, and spirituality. Mars in Sagittarius brings an adventurous, expansive energy to your inner world. You may feel a desire to explore spiritual or philosophical topics, or to dive deeper into understanding your subconscious mind. This is a great time for introspection, meditation, or seeking answers to questions that have been on your mind. You might feel more energized by connecting to your spiritual practices or by seeking out new experiences that broaden your understanding of life. However, be cautious not to overdo it or dive too deeply into escapist tendencies. Mars energy can sometimes push you to take risks or act impulsively, so make sure to approach your inner world with mindfulness and patience. Jupiter is in Pisces, continuing to expand your sector of personal identity and self-expression. Jupiter's influence here brings opportunities for growth and self-discovery. You may feel more confident and optimistic about embracing who you are and stepping into the world as your authentic self. This is a period of personal expansion where you are encouraged to take risks and grow in areas that matter to you, whether that's in your career, relationships, or personal development. Jupiter is urging you to take a more expansive approach to your goals, so today is a great time to pursue your dreams and act on any inspiration that comes your way. Just be mindful not to overextend yourself or take on too much at once. Saturn is also in Pisces, offering a more disciplined and structured approach to your personal identity and self-expression. While Jupiter encourages you to expand, Saturn asks you to remain grounded and focused on creating a solid foundation for your goals. You may feel a sense of responsibility to build a strong sense of self or to commit to long-term personal projects. Saturn's energy supports hard work and perseverance, but it also encourages you to take a realistic approach to your ambitions. This could be a time when you're called to take your personal growth more seriously and to lay the groundwork for future success. Saturn's influence may feel a bit heavy at times, but it ultimately helps you build a more enduring foundation for the future. Uranus is in Taurus, continuing to bring unexpected changes to your sector of career, public life, and long-term goals. Uranus influence shakes up your professional world, urging you to embrace new, innovative approaches to your career and public image. You may experience sudden changes or breakthroughs in your work life, or you could feel an urge to break free from outdated career paths or professional structures. Uranus encourages you to embrace your individuality and to seek out new, unconventional ways of achieving your long-term goals. While this energy can be disruptive, it's ultimately pushing you toward more authentic and progressive paths in your career. Embrace these changes as they may lead to greater freedom and personal fulfillment. February 4, 2025, brings a focus on career, personal values, and self-expression for you, Pisces. The moon in Cancer highlights your professional goals and public image, encouraging you to nurture your ambitions while balancing your emotional needs. Venus in Capricorn brings a practical, grounded energy to your finances and material world, urging you to make responsible decisions that align with your values. Mercury in Aquarius enhances your communication and intellectual pursuits, encouraging you to embrace new ideas and engage with others in innovative ways. Mars in Sagittarius activates your inner world, promoting introspection, spiritual exploration, and personal growth. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces bring expansion and discipline to your personal identity, urging you to take bold steps while staying grounded in your long-term goals. Uranus in Taurus continues to bring unexpected changes to your career and public life, encouraging you to embrace new approaches and break free from outdated paths. Today, focus on embracing both your personal growth and professional aspirations. Use your creativity and intuition to guide your actions, and take practical steps toward aligning your inner and outer worlds. Be open to new experiences, whether that's through intellectual exploration or career shifts, and trust that the changes you're experiencing are leading you toward a more authentic, fulfilling future. Summary: February 4, 2025, brings a focus on emotional reflection, practical commitments, and innovative ideas. The moon in Cancer encourages you to connect with your emotions, family, and home life, while Venus in Capricorn brings a serious energy to relationships and financial decisions, encouraging long-term commitment and stability. Mercury in Aquarius boosts intellectual curiosity and innovative thinking, while Mars in Sagittarius motivates action in your home and family life, urging you to make bold moves in these areas. Jupiter and Saturn in Pisces support personal growth, emotional healing, and spiritual expansion, though they also ask you to balance idealism with discipline. Uranus in Taurus brings sudden insights and new ideas in how you communicate and learn. Today, focus on nurturing your emotional world, engaging with new ideas, and making practical decisions that support your long-term growth and security.